Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Divine Beasts. What happens when you order Critical Role off of Wish?
No.
No? That joke didn't land? Wow. Well, thanks for
No.
coming out, everybody. This was a great session.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get back here.
Although, I do have an announcement, a realization, actually.
Yes.
So, I was looking through my memories as I really don't try to spend too much time on Facebook, but the one thing I do is I look through my memories simply as kind of a nostalgic way of saying, like, hey, where was I 1, 2, 3, 5 years ago? 1 year ago, I had made the post about the night before I had unveiled my first commissioned song from OBP to my crew at Thicker Than Wine,
Yeah.
which I believe also kind of marked when I started streaming in earnest. We had a lot of technical difficulties at first, but yeah, dude, we've pretty much been at this for a year now, guys.
Heck yes.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, boy.
That
Not
is
bad.
amazing.
Mm-hmm. And look at how far this year has brought us. Got a great community here. Been playing Divine Beasts for about a year and a third now. Pretty impressive
Yeah.
run on this game.
Indeed.
Awesome.
And then, I mean, a year and a third later, here we are, me hurting you guys emotionally in the middle of a dungeon. You know?
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Emotion. It explodes your mind. Emotional
Yes.
damage.
Damage. Emotional damage.
Well, I've got a few choice bits lined up for you guys tonight, so I hope you're excited.
We're terrified. I think we could use those emotions interchangeably.
Yeah, they feel like the other side of one
Mhm.
coin.
They fit.
6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
Indeed.
All right, well, as is tradition, I will hop into a quick kind of recap to sort of sum up where we were, and then we will continue Divine Beasts. So most of the last session, you guys were traversing the danger-filled halls and rooms of the Halls of Markoth, at least as you were able to make out from some of the time-worn inscriptions upon the walls of this area. Now, while it was, by all accounts, a danger-filled journey, full of traps and combat and all manner of dangers around every corner, what made it an especially terrible time for you is that Markoth was working some kind of advanced level enchantment on all of you. You were having trouble discerning visions from reality at multiple moments. The visions and almost out of body experiences hitting each of you in different ways at different moments. Although you all did have a kind of a moment where you talked each other through what you were experiencing and tried to find ways to ground yourself when you felt your sort of conscious and sense of the moment begin to slip away through the powerful magics of Markoth, whatever this being may truly be. You had dispatched a couple of rather large Hyposians that oddly were actually being combative with some of the other assassins. But working together, you all managed to dispatch them and moved along until you found another group of assassins and, like, a powerful mage performing some kind of ritual. A ritual which you all very abruptly ended. As well as their lives.
We're good at ending things.
And maybe tonight we'll see how good I am at ending things.
That's mean. How dare you, first of all.
You'd gone along to another chamber.
Thank you so much for likes.
It was there that Costin saw a statue wearing these almost like black metal gauntlets that you had removed. After that, then traversing...
No.
That's dark steel right there, baby.
Yeah, boy.
They were once Robbies, by the way. Same world. There's my plot twist.
Wow. Wow.
Although now that I've said that,
No, shut up.
And then lastly, you traverse through a hallway depicting 12 different sort of beings. It was not quite as like simplistic as like hieroglyphs, but not like fully detailed portraits. Many of them having kind of different build shapes and sizes. And you drew closer to a doorway, with the knowledge full well burning within you that Markoth awaits you just beyond. And it's from there, let us resume tonight's session.
All right. Creepy cave music, probably.
Creepy
Yeah,
cave music.
feels appropriate.
I forgot to turn it down, so I'm going to immediately do that as
Oh,
soon as you
yeah.
hit it.
Copy that.
All right, hit it.
Let's turn that bad boy down.
Wow, that was actually
I was gonna say it
Much-
shouldn't be too bad. It's just quiet, creepy cave music.
all right. Turn that up a little bit more for the stream here. There we are. Okay. So, before you lie a couple of doors. One torn you've approached. It's an old, kind of like a heavy iron door. Judging by the kind of scrapes and places where like dust has been sort of tracked away from walking, it looks as though it's been used pretty recently. But the door itself lies thick, and as you even kind of like listen beyond it, you can't make out any particular sounds just from the sheer size of this particular passageway. What are you guys going to do?
So, Costin's gonna move up a little bit as he's down the hallway and take a peek at where Torin's at here. And I think I'm just gonna take a moment to try and just listen, see if I can discern anything beyond just with hearing.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah. Not very good. Austin, where'd you go, buddy? There you are. How much inspiration do I have? A lot. I'm gonna burn an inspiration for that.
Excellent.
Oh, it's much better. So that's gonna be 21.
21. Stepping close and pressing your ear to the door. You close your eyes and really focus, even for a moment, stilling your breath, owning every bit of effort that you can into trying to hear, trying to discern what is on the other side of that door. What you hear is something strange, like waves crashing. And yet you know there's no water on the floor, there's no way it could be. Something's moving, flowing within. I'd like you, if you could, pair that with an, let's say, knowledge arcana for me.
Alright. Oh, that's a really good roll. So 17 plus 3 is 20.
Excellent. And real quick aside, Kim hooked you guys up with a full team inspo, so
Woo!
thanks there, Kim.
Yes, thank you.
Disappointed. It's a perplexing thing, Costin. Wondering how, what this sound is. You start to think, this place here that you find yourself is hardly a normal spot. And as you kind of listen to that moving and the crashing of that strange sound, almost like water, but not, you start to piece together that it's some kind of flow of magic, a flow of arcane energy. Something is going on in there. There is a great deal of gathered energy flowing and crashing in some way in the next room. The nature of it eludes you still. But this much you are certain of.
Alright, so Costin takes that moment to listen in on the door and hears everything that's going on, and he closes his eyes and shakes his head a moment, and as he steps back, there's a bunch of energy behind this door. We need to get in there, disrupt whatever it is. We can't let it finish whatever it is it's doing. We need to disrupt this energy somehow. I recommend now.
Tor's gonna try to kick it open.
Move!
And now.
Enough said. I got this. Ah, never mind. No.
I can, well, yeah, we can actually resolve that even without a roll, given your level of training and strength that you have. On your friend's advice, Torn, you just, like, perfect form, lifting the knee up, bouncing it off your chest. You do this, like, pushing front kick right at where the handle is on the door. And with a loud clang, it swings open. And as that swings open, with a loud creak, you look around. You're no longer in these caves, these halls that you were in previously. No. Instead, you see, it looks like an open area of a large city, one that you've never laid eyes upon. Corruption and ruin, chaos and bedlam, the afterimage of all, runs rampant in either direction. Once fine, tall buildings, now laying low rubble. Underneath, the earth itself, ashy, gray, dead. And you look up to a dark, colorless sky, only lit by the occasional flash of red as crimson bolts of lightning streak across.
We all see that?
You all see that.
Can I roll some kind of check to figure out, like... I mean, obviously Shael knows her lightning, but she's not super... I imagine not super familiar with red lightning. Can I do... would be an Arcana check to figure out what the cause of it is, or...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to kick it so hard.
Torin, what did you do?
Yeah, she doesn't know.
You guys see that too, right?
This is... I don't know what this is. Some forced illusion?
'Tis a glimpse of what was. You all hear a body, like a sort of formless voice, echoing in your minds, that same voice.
Who are you?
Cold.
What do you want with us?
To give you a gift. Do you like it?
Yeah, Shael kind of looks around. She's like, I can't say that I do.
Fancy illusions are no gift.
You see him appear as reality seems to blur just for a moment, and you see the visage of him. The stone mask with the single eye, the emaciated skull-like mouth with the decaying teeth. He dons a long black cloak, affixed with some pieces of, like, it's almost like a corrupted silver and obsidian. And all in that instant as he appears, more lightning flashes up in the sky, casting a bright red flash, and a gust of wind kicks up a large cloud of this sort of ashy earth. And as you cover your eyes, you can feel your clothes blowing in that wind. The wind does not touch its cloak, still as if nothing was even there at all. This is but an image of what was wrought in an age long lost. It is. The mouth turns to a wicked smile. My finest work. Our finest work.
Alice? Who else?
Such an inquisitive mind. Such is the nature of the duality of mortals. You shy away from inconvenient truths, yet at other turns, seek to know more. Seek knowledge beyond your ken.
What is the purpose behind showing us this image of the past as you proclaim it to be?
Power. A gaunt hand points to Orico. A kind of power that levels cities, that can end civilizations. Would you not wield something like that for your own purposes, Orico?
Absolutely not.
No one
Why?
person should have that kind of power.
And why specifically Orico?
Simple. Disappears. Manifesting by Orico. Laying that almost clawed hand upon your shoulder. Having to float up significantly to do so, mind you, but still doing so. Because she's interesting.
Orico attempts to
Strange.
swat at it like just.
You easily swat it away, and the grin widens.
Where
Resolve.
is this power?
The power. Do you want it?
No. I'm curious as to where it is, or are you showing us this image because you want us to retrieve it for you? I fail to understand what's going on here.
game. After thousands of years, one can get a little bored from time to time. It is simply something to keep me entertained for my one goal, my one glorious purpose. It takes so very long. Even my first grand victory. He gestures broadly again to kind of everything around you that you see. Was such a long time. What are you guys gonna do?
So,
That moment when you get in your players' heads a little bit.
So we come here by mistake, on a whim, and we're here to play a game? Again, I fail to understand.
Chance. A whim. There are no such things. Be it my design or something else's, everything has a purpose for why it happens.
We're not interested in your gift, or your power, or anything. Just let us go.
He looks once more to Orico. Even this, the selfsame power that, along with my brethren, brought Vacathria to its knees.
History check.
Excellent,
Also,
yeah.
do I recognize this landscape as the remnants of that city I had seen before?
You, as you think about it, while you've never heard of Vacathria by any means, you're kind of looking around and really taking a moment to try to focus. Ever since you got here, there was that nagging thought. You know you've never been here, but there was a familiarity. And you piece it together. That strange, wondrous subterranean city that you saw, that vision that you had at the Temple of the Four Winds. This is it.
That's what I thought.
But Vacathria, as well read as you are, as much as you've come to know, it is a word that essentially means nothing to you.
So, our purpose here being to entertain you in some game. Pray tell, what is this game we are going to play in for you? What's the wager?
No wager. I can bestow power simply to see what she might do with it.
Nonsense. We will take none of your power.
Why not?
It's meaningless.
And not welcome.
might be the only thing in this world that has meaning. Mortals row around terms that truly have no meaning. Justice, order, right, wrong, good and evil are not all things subjective. Is order to the fly, not chaos to the spider. There is only one universal rule, and that is power.
Well, it doesn't mean anything to the assassins or hypogeans that we're all killing each other all throughout this labyrinth we've been stuck in anymore. Doesn't mean anything once you're nothing but bones.
And wasn't it fun? How easily the base turn on one another. It was almost too easy. Just like when I first whispered to that commander in your city. All she needed was a little nudge. Mortals, your own duality, what makes you most curious, is also your greatest weakness.
And yours is underestimating mortals altogether.
You often concern yourself with ants marching across your path.
Of course I do. I consider all life.
Then
Not
you're
love.
weak.
Consideration for others is not weakness, it is a strength. You're failing to not give in to the temptation of power is a weakness, not a strength.
Give in. I and my brethren have brought a world to its knees.
Where are your brethren?
Wish no more. I could give you all of the knowledge that you would ever need. Tell me. He kind of floats across, almost watching you for a moment. You can't discern, aside from his emaciated mouth, necessarily what his expression is. But it's almost a bit of curiosity. Ages long past. A world that yours never knew existed. Or perhaps he appears right next to you, almost whispering the truth behind those things you call gods. Wouldn't you like to know more?
Not if it comes with a cost.
Doesn't everything come with a cost?
Usually not the kind of your actions.
And what might that cost be? I've stated nothing.
You gestured at this chaos and this the people that have died here. The commander.
They were playthings, tools to an end. But you, that resolve, strong resolve begets power. I'm curious what you would do with it, but my offer won't last.
I've heard better lines in taverns.
Well, the smile fades from his face. I suppose we should get to it then. And almost immediately, you find yourselves once again back in the chambers. The door has been opened. Oh,
Sorry.
okay, sorry. Roll20 is like having a meltdown on me right now. One sec.
Hooray!
And as you, like in that moment, it's immediate. You're suddenly back. Just in the moment as the door swings open from the force of Torrent's kick. And the light spills into the dark chamber, and you see a regular man with that stone mask affixed upon his face. His hands covered in blood. And he slowly turns towards all of you, assuming a stance as he crouches down, ready to charge. Roll initiative.
Meh, meh.
We did great, guys.
Yeah, I got it slightly above average.
Really good initiative there.
Absolutely.
Not because we're
Oh.
scared or anything.
No.
Give me just a moment, everybody.
Alright,
Okay,
put
guys.
some scary
I'm gonna
battle
need you
music.
to do really well for me tonight, okay?
I'm gonna need you to not.
No.
We will. We'll do excellent.
We're
you.
gonna
We'll
do
do great.
Yeah. We'll
excellent.
make you proud. Yes, Rico.
Okay. He is the first one to go.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Actually, he didn't even roll great.
Well, okay, neither did we.
I know. Okay, here we go. Switch that over. No, dude, I'm gonna stand up for this. This is gonna be cool. All right. So,
I don't like this. Wake up!
he charges forward and is going to strike at Torn. That is an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on.
Excellent. Yes.
I'll be right back.
Reroll.
16. I believe that just succeeds.
Shit.
Just.
Excellent.
Dang.
That is your reaction.
Yeah.
So he hits you for 9 points of damage as he just charges forward, just catches you right in the stomach. He's going to take another attack. 17.
Yeah.
And just like as you're flying up, he just whirls around and catches you with an elbow right across the head, dealing another 11 points of damage. I'm also going to have you roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Nice.
Excellent. So, as you're cracked in the head, you feel an almost numbing sensation start to wash over you, but you quickly are able to fight it off. You know what? He's yeah, man. And then in that moment, right after he hits you, he just kind of like assumes this defensive position, and that ends his turn. Boston, you're up.
All right. So. Do one more of those. Alright, I think to start, I'm just going to rush into the room. And as he's taking a few swings at Torin there, I'm just going to kind of skirt around the back and activate Giant's Might.
All right. Let me make you huge here.
Huge!
Huge
Time for my
quest!
huge quest. And Giant's Might is...
Excellent.
Bonus action. Okay, perfect. So as I said, run past him and turn around to face him, I'll activate Giant's Might and grow to a large size. And as I do, I've already readied my weapon and I'm going to take a swing at him.
Excellent. Please roll to attack. With advantage as you are flanking.
Perfect. Ooh, let's do that. So that's going to be first one. It's going to be 19 to hit on the first hit.
19 succeeds. Roll for damage.
Okay. 10 damage on the first hit,
Excellent.
and then I'll come in for a second swing. Oh yeah, that's a crit. Okay. Alright. Thank you, advantage. That's gonna be 7, 13, 18 on the second swing.
Excellent. Okay. All right.
D10 for Torin.
So you just activating your runic abilities, grow to massive size, and just lay down two powerful swings.
I forgot
Catch
to
him.
add my my d6s.
Oh, yes.
Hold on.
That'll be 2d6 on your second attack, actually, because that should be doubled as well.
5, 6, 7, 8, 13 more damage. Sorry, forgot about that.
Okay. After your couple of just powerful attacks, he's looking pretty. I mean, you scored a couple of big, deep cuts across the shoulder and kind of down along each side. Looking very damaged from it, but still plenty of fight left in him.
All right, and that will. Let's see, 5. I'm gonna scoot over 5 more feet and just kind of make some more room if people want to enter the room, and then I'll end my turn.
Excellent. Shael, it is your turn.
Okay. This guy has been real creepy and messing with my friends, so now is not the time to hold back. I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Damn, I thought you were going for Lightning Bolt.
Lightning
No.
Bolt.
I'm trying to barbecue my friends.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna cast it. I'm gonna upcast it to 2nd level, and I'm gonna burn my inspiration to cast it with advantage.
excellent. Roll away.
Okay, that is 14 plus 8 is 22.
That succeeds. Roll for damage.
Okay, and so at 2nd level, that's 4d8. Get my d8s out here. Get out of the way. And I'm gonna do thunder damage this time. I feel like I always do lightning. Let's switch that.
All right.
Okay, that is 12, 13 points of damage.
Excellent.
Force damage.
So he just hears, so instead you would usually see her like cast a lightning chromatic orb like that, like ball of lightning she likes to hurl, but this time instead she'll cast a spell and then end by like clapping her hands in front of her, and that like epic like wave of sound vibrations like shoots out from her and into him.
And just as he's like turned and caught Torin, he gets hit and then boom, like almost staggers backwards from the sheer force of that spell. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Oriko, it is now your turn. You can see that the fight is clearly pretty advantageous at this point. You see an opening to attack. It is your turn. Torin, you're on deck.
Can I fit through here?
Yeah, you can kind of like sidestep around your
Shia will,
party
like,
members and
skinny
stuff.
thoughts against
A little
the
bit of
wall
this,
here.
like,
Like,
Suck it in.
But I can't see, but could I also fit through here and move up?
You might have a bad time just because that's a little more narrow because it's a doorway. So that one I don't think you could. Ranged attacks could potentially be an option.
Okay. Alright.
Normally, I would say that ranged attacks would give them partial cover because you have somebody directly in front of them. You're so fucking tall though that you can just like shoot down and get them. So
With my swords.
fucking sword-sized arrows. That's how
I
we're
can
gonna do this.
move. I didn't use all my movement, so Shael will scooch back behind
Excellent.
Torin and give you a little more room to be here,
Thank you. We'll
because
take,
I have other options of getting around.
we can also take turns, like I can attack and move back.
Don't worry about it. I can get
You're just like
around.
doing like a little like hopscotch. Boop. Boop. Love it. Camera 1, camera 2. Excellent, excellent. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay. Bow of sword.
Yeah, buddy. And okay, so that's a 13 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, you fire and he just like ducks right under and it just shoots right between Cosmo's legs. You look down and thank Darugo.
Oh yeah.
You do have a second attack, however.
Yeah. Okay, Orko's gonna try and concentrate this time, and he's like, please don't hit my fucking friend.
Excellent.
Much appreciated.
I'd like to
So
roll
that-
D6.
Roll away.
Does that
Guess
hit?
that's it. Unfortunately, no.
Ah, okay.
Do you have a full inspiration?
I do, but I don't want to use it yet.
Okay, cool. So the second one too, like he sidesteps once and then kind of ducks under the next one, and unfortunately, both of your arrows just don't land any hits. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You still have your bonus action if you'd like to cast a spell.
No, I'm gonna hop there and I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Excellent. Torin, you just suddenly saw like a couple arrows go and he kind of dodged them both. He seems real slippery. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I got advantage, correct?
Yep, correctamundo.
Awesome. So while he's ducking and stuff, I'm gonna attack. And
God damn it!
yeah, and the first one is gonna be like
Yeah.
kind of like taking his axe out and hitting him on the butt end of it. I was like, you should take your eyes off of me. Boom! The first attack, and then yeah, I'll stick
Second
with
attack
18.
still succeeds.
Nice. And then I'll just go across your chest there.
Other 8 points, damn.
And then just across the chest again the third time there.
Okay.
And I will call that good for now.
And he is bloody. Just like is very much starting to get worn down just in these few seconds that you guys have laid a pretty unrelenting onslaught against him. At the top of his turn, we're gonna we're gonna do this.
Oh, you're just mean, aren't you?
No, we're gonna do this.
Is this
He just
spell? Is this a spell?
Nope, it is an ability. Oh, I totally forgot. I didn't scroll down. I forgot that I get never. Well, I'll use that next time. So, you see the wounds beginning to close up. As like underneath like the torn clothing, you can see like the blood's still there, but the wounds begin closing a little bit. And then he's going to he's going to unarmed strike at Costin.
Okay. Miss.
Again? That'll get you.
Hold on. I'm going to reaction and cast
Excellent.
shield for 5 more AC. So that misses.
Okay.
It just bounces off my magical force field that I've erected.
Okay. And I'm going to have him activate this. So I'm going to have all of you guys roll a wisdom saving throw.
Sweet.
I'm not looking at that. I'm not going to look at whatever you posted. We're not doing this. That's Torin.
I use inspo.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an inspiration also, because that was terrible.
I'm going to start taking away this fucking inspiration.
I stockpiled a whole bunch. I haven't used any in a long time. Oh, there we go. So that's gonna be... what is mine? 18 plus 6. So that's... I got a 24.
Okay. And what about Orico's good and Shael? I need you to roll one too.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Wisdom saving throw.
This is gonna do it for me.
The good one.
Not at the 10.
All right, you are frightened for
Good job.
4 rounds.
What? What does
You
that
can.
mean?
So when you are frightened, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within your line of sight, and you cannot willingly move toward the source of your fear. However, at the end of every turn, for this duration, you can try to re-roll that and break it. All right.
Can I
and
not
then-
attack?
Yeah,
I have the disadvantage of, is that what you said?
as long as you can see it. But that's about to change soon. As he's going to move out.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to see it.
And just kind of like with almost inhuman speed, just like shuts out faster than you guys can react.
I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Nope, you
I
don't
have
get one. He's
Even
got
with
mobile.
Sentinel?
That's right, motherfuckers. I gave him the mobile feat.
Does mobile cancel Sentinel?
Yep.
Really?
Well, let me read. I thought it did. Let me double check what Sentinel says. Okay. When you attack
So
a
this-
creature, even if they take disengage before leaving your reach, but the text on mobile says that if it makes a melee attack, they don't provoke an attack of opportunity from that creature for the rest of the turn. Since he swung
okay.
at you, you can't take a knob attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's mobile's the motherfucker, dude.
But
All right, and
Torin
that
get
ends-
one? Because he didn't hit... Oh, because... Wait, he hit all... No. He hit me, not Torin.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you know what? I forgot about that one particular line. Torn, you can take a knob attack. Doesn't hit anyway.
Yeah, well.
Finally, some things are going my way. Excellent. Okay, so with that, Costin, this guy dashed off in some direction. You're not sure where he went. But it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Alright, so...
Oh, thank you, guys.
I have an idea of which way he might have gone, so I'm just gonna attempt to look for him, because I don't want him attacking us from the shadows, so I'm gonna move in this direction and see if I can spot him.
All right, go ahead.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20... So 20 feet, and I think I see him here in the corner. I have just enough vision to kind of spot him there with low light.
All right.
So I'll move in. And yeah, I'll just try and hit him.
Let me see something real quick here for you. What do you see? Okay.
Yeah.
You're good. You can attack normally.
Okay. Okay.
Holy shit! Thank you guys. Oh my god.
So 18 on the first hit.
18 succeeds. Roll
Yep.
damage.
Okay, perfect. Not so good. So it's going to be 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Yep. And I think because I have a few uses.
Kitty lady.
Let me see here real quick.
Oh, and on your 7 damage, don't forget to roll the additional d6 from your Giant's Might.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I just rolled really low.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Whoa, holy crap, dude. Dude, Demon, thank you so much, man. Like, yeah. You don't have to do this, man. I'll give you a quick shout out here, too. While Schmidt decides what to do.
Okay, so I can't use that. I'm just gonna make a regular attack then. And that's gonna be... Whoops. No. What's going on? There we go. That was weird. That's gonna be 20 to hit.
Roll for damage.
Okay, roll better. That's much better. So it's gonna be 7...
Push ups. Alright, you got
13
it.
on the second hit.
13 damage on the second hit. Damn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Zero.
So right at the end, right at when we go to our time thing in the middle, I'll do some push-ups first. The people have spoken.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just gonna move, take my 2 swings, and then end my turn.
All right, you just swinging almost blindly as you see the small form in the dark, and you land a couple of solid attacks against it, and you kind of hear as you feel your blade hitting, kind of striking against some of the light armor they're wearing, and they still look like they have a good amount of fight left in them from what you can see, though.
Alright.
All right, and is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, Shael, this thing ran off, and you feel as though you don't want to move any closer to the door right now, as you're just like trembling, quaking with this palpable fear that has just gripped you. Your heart almost sinking to your stomach in this moment. What actions and movement would you like to take?
Not much I can do. I can't see him, and you said I can't move closer. but
Oh goodness!
I'm gonna
Thank you for the raid.
Run away.
Run away!
I guess I'll just chill here and take that wisdom save to try to break out of frightened.
For the follow. All right.
Let's
Yeah,
see
you
it.
can go ahead and do the wisdom save at the end of your turn if you'd like to. All right. DC is 15.
No.
Nope. Is that
No.
your final answer?
I want to use my D12 on this, but I can, I guess. 15? 12, yeah.
Just succeeds.
No, wait, I didn't roll 15 yet.
Oh.
You said the DC was 15 and
Yes,
I was
correct.
confirming. Okay, well now I have succeeded. That's 17 total.
Excellent. So you have just a few moments where there's this trepidation about wanting to move forward. You know that you have to help your friends, but you can't physically bring yourself to take that step. But you just kind of take this like deep breath to steady yourself, and you're able to shake it off. And at the very end of your turn, you're able to move forward once more.
Oh, okay.
right.
I can move? I thought that was the end.
It's at the end of your turn, but I'm saying for
Okay.
next turn you're good.
Alright, well then I'll just look to Oriko and I'll say, after you.
Excellent. And as she speaks to you, Oriko, it is once again your turn. Torin, you're on deck.
Okay. Oriko nods to Shael, kind of like gives her a slight look like, you okay? And okay. And, so if I were to try and move through here, would it be considered rough terrain? Or should I use it?
I'm gonna say for just that 10 foot, let's say that's difficult terrain. You just kind of like try to like squeeze under the door and get by. Yeah. Yep.
Kind of push him against the wall with your hips as you kind of squish
Your
through.
back as you're like bending over to get through the door.
Oh, why?
Sorry for.
Ah, my tail. Ah.
Yep, stepped on it. It just pops off like a lizard's tail. He'll grow a new one later.
No.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm in there. So each square
Yes.
is 5 feet, right?
Yes, each like there's kind of the big squares and then there's the smaller squares. And then each small square represents 5 feet. So at this point, you've moved. That's pretty much going to be about your movement because that 10-foot section was difficult
Yeah,
terrain.
that's
So
20,
Okay, 10.
30. Yeah, that's 30 feet.
Can I move slightly over so there's room to get by me?
totally.
Okay.
Yeah, because it would still be 30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
More.
All right, excellent. And with that, it is Torn's turn. Actually, no. At the bottom of her turn, we're gonna. I forgot about this last time, you fuckers. Damn it! Okay, well, he goes to take a like this thing like right after you punch it, like goes to like do an uppercut at you, and like costing you just like catch it and like look down at him and tears the arm away and kind of like re-goes for another stance. As Torn, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna move right here. And Tor's gonna say, "Ah, I like it when they run." Ah, there you are.
I like it when they run.
Excellent. Truly excellent.
Let's see.
The Primal King.
Indeed.
Let's call that
Oh,
good for now. Yeah, we'll call that good.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, we're going to do this. He's going to take another punch at Costin. Finally! 23. I know you've got shield on, but that should still get you. 18 plus 5.
Yeah, 23 meets.
Yeah! Yeah, damn it! And then I do like nothing. So like as he pulls it back, like you just kind of blow it off, and then he just like rears back and just does this like jump front snap kick. It just catches you right under the chin. I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Where's my constitution at? Ah, that's good. That should be good. Hopefully.
You'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I'm gonna use an inspiration on that.
God damn it!
Not so fine. Hold on, let me adjust that one. Hold on. Make sure I'm tracking those. That's way better. So 15 plus 6 is 21.
You know what? I wanted you to succeed, so
Good.
yeah, good, great.
Good. Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I could accommodate you in that success of my roll.
So now that it is his turn, he is going to do one more unarmed strike at Costin. Natural fucking 20. That's
All right.
great.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I see how much HP you have.
Yeah.
So like, right as he kicks you, you boom, like, kind of like reaching up, rubbing your chin for a second, and he just like pulls back and goes and does like a reverse punch. Boom! Right in the solar plexus, catching you, knocking the wind out of you, and dealing 14 points of magical damage. Now he's going to move down over here. He's going to take a swing at Torn. Natural 20!
Doesn't meet. No, I was kidding. No.
Fuck.
It doesn't succeed. I have 30 AC.
So, running by, like, just kind of like, you're kind of like turning and looking around, and he puts out this ridge hand and just catches you in the throat.
I want to use a reaction.
Oh, are you going to try to swap? Oh,
Nope.
yeah, you got your bullshit.
Reroll.
Let me see here. Oh, you bastard.
I forced out
I
a
was
deal
so
to
excited about that, too.
Thorin.
He still gets ya.
Still hits, but it's not a crit. So my runic shield kind of deflects some of that damage.
It was going right for the throat, but the shield pops up and just pushes it, and he catches you like right, like sort of where your like nose kind of comes up because you know you're dragonborn, so you kind of got the snout and just bam, boops you in the snoot.
Boop the snoot.
Oh,
It's a boop.
thank you, son. Oh.
Thank you, son. You're welcome.
And it is going to take a swing at you now.
No, go away. You're too close to me.
15, Orica?
Hold on.
No problem.
Yeah, my AC is 1.
Yeah!
Same AC as me. The hell?
And just like running forward, just kind of comes up and just like runs to the side, just like side kicks you right in the ribs as he's running by, and will use his last 10 feet to get right there. All right, and with that, Costin, it is your turn. By the way, he is bloodied again from these attacks, so you guys got him on the ropes. What are you gonna do?
That's not weird healing shit.
Also got a high kick.
Yeah, he had to like jump to do that because you're like thick Orica right now.
Yeah.
Right.
He ran away before I could hit him.
I'm just gonna start giving every enemy the mobile fee because I'm having a great time with this.
If I move up to the door, right here, can I still reach him? Or do I need to squeeze
I
by?
think so because you know normally you got 5 feet, but you're bigger now, so I would assume that you could.
Okay. Either way, I could probably feasibly like move in right at the door frame too if you want me to.
I'd like to throw my sword at him, but I want it to be non-lethal damage.
No, I don't. I want it to be lethal this
I
time.
want it to be very lethal.
Daddy, I killed someone again.
Papa, I threw my sword at him and he burst into flames.
You're so funny to make the problem go away.
Right, worse than lethal.
I would like to use summon fire chains to do 65 points of lethal dick damage. I would like to target his penis in particular.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll to attack.
Yeah. All right. So.
Potato's getting thirsty. It's hot when he throws his money around.
Ah, another crit! Another crit! Yeah, boy! Alright.
I'm going to use this ability that I forgot about. I activate my trap card. Gravity Bind. I'm afraid that you're a 4-star creature and you can no longer attack.
What?
Oh.
That's right. And now it's your turn, Yugi boy. Not that it will do any good. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead and roll.
7.
I'm getting sick and tired of all these motherfucking crits.
Never felt so lost.
That's gonna be 21 points of damage
Yeah, well,
Very nice.
on the
Whoa.
first hit.
that... Fine.
Fine! Alright, I'll take another swing.
Okay.
Okay. Not a crit, but let's see. 14 plus 8, it's gonna be, was it 22?
Roll for damage.
Alright, so that's gonna be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more damage.
So, from the sheer ferocity of your attacks, you're just like he's barely holding up now. Like you can kind of see like weakly holding arms up to keep assuming some form of a fighting stance, but it's not. The movements aren't as crisp as they were. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Excellent. Bottom of the round, he is going to
He has 0 movement.
Okay. Well, then he's going to attack you. And like he goes to attack, and you just like headbutt his hand.
All right.
And he like has to like switch his footing a little bit because like can't like use his dominant hand now.
I'm down.
And yeah, so that's that. Shia, it's your turn.
I have too many AoE.
Oriko, you're on deck.
I don't have any spells that aren't AoEs. that will
No
kill
cantrips?
these guys. I have the one where either one brings him right up to me, or
Do that.
one I have to be right next to him. So
You
I
should-
need to
you should consider
reevaluate
either
my
of those.
cantrips at some point, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, what
I
about
can
Empyrean
change.
gems? I thought that I'd given you a lot of stuff over the years.
I do have an Empyrean gem of Firebolt. I'll use that.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's assume
you,
that as you do it,
sir.
it uses your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. That makes sense. So that is,
Please note that as you are above 5th level, it will do 2d10 damage.
sweet. That is a dirty 20.
Well, let's see how many points of dirty fire damage you do.
And you said 2d what?
2d10. She's gonna roll like a 20 right here.
Right.
Do it.
I rolled a 19.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Y'all rolls are fire tonight, you guys.
That
Excellent.
was beautiful. Thank you
That
so
was-
much for putting that into the universe for me. I love you so much.
Hell yeah.
So,
Hey, Chip, how you doing?
like, he just took a swing at Costin, like, kind of turns his back a little to you as he readjusts, and then you just blast him in the side of the head with this firebolt.
Okay, and does that, the gem, like, is it spent? Is it gone?
What did I put in the item description for you? You're killing me.
I just have it in my, like, shit.
Let's assume.
Yeah, we have, it's, like, written down as 2 Imperium gems of Firebolt.
That one had 1 charge, so that's
Okay.
all you've got for today. At dawn, it will get 1d4 charges.
Oh, okay, so.
That's usually how I handled a lot of them. I don't remember, because I gave
So
that
I
to you
have
guys months
2
ago.
gems,
Mm-hmm.
and they each only have 1 charge.
I don't know,
And
let me
then
see.
I roll it. I don't remember how. This was so long.
The other one has 3 charges today, apparently.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So
That's
the gems
typically how
still
I've been
exist.
handling. Yeah. Alright.
That's what I need to know.
You should be using your Wand of Duplicity, Shio.
I know. Did we write down what that does somewhere?
Yeah, 3 times a day you can
I
add
always
1
forget.
extra damage dice to your cantrip spells.
Okay, cool.
So,
Thank
Yeah.
you.
mm-hmm.
Alright. And do you have any bonus actions that you would like to take?
I will.
You know, you could, using your, like, have your Wand of Duplicity in one hand, you could shocking grasp with the other. You'd have advantage because you're flanking. You can play like a baller.
That's not a bonus action.
Oh, that's right.
I would have to use sorcery points to make it a bonus action. Which I don't really feel like right now. So.
Okay. That is a decision. All right, so that's your turn.
Yes.
Okay,
Actually,
bottom.
I'm gonna move away. I'm gonna get away from this motherfucker. For me.
Excellent. Bottom of the turn, he's going to strike at Costin again since he can't move in 27.
Ah, crap. Hold on, I have a lead list open. 27 for 5 damage. Yeah, my... alright, so I'll take 5.
And con save.
Alright. I'm gonna use an inspiration.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to
Say
take a page out of Levi's book, and I'm going to have dungeons where you guys can't use inspiration. No heroic luck.
No.
That's goofy. I don't like it.
That's better.
Well, that's not
My-
goofy. This is goofy. Oh,
So I rolled 24.
Excellent. Yeah, you once again feeling that numbing sensation setting in as he catches you in the shoulder. You can feel like just for a second all of the feeling in your left arm was lost. And kind of shake it off and regain the feeling there. Torin, it is once again your turn. What do you do?
Alright, so I'm gonna try and squeeze between. You know what? I'm just gonna run, slide underneath Costa's legs, and oh, hello there.
Oh,
And then all at the same time, as I pull out his axe and just start hacking away.
All right,
I'm
roll to
thankful.
attack.
I'm happy he's right there.
oh, hello there.
Succeeds.
Awesome. Nice. Ooh.
Dude, Torin's got crits today.
All right, Torin. Tell me how this happens.
Okay, so Torin sees the guy go out the door and stuff, and everyone's attacking. So Torin goes between Costa's legs, kind of like slide. And last second, he kind of catches the leg with an axe, and then he kind of like pushes himself up into the air and kind of does like a flip, and then straight down, and just across the chest for a last swing. Then shh, afterwards. That's how it's
Nice.
done.
Excellent.
Kid tested, mother approved.
Yeah,
So,
Don't worry, son. I am here.
and with that, you can kind of see the body of the individual you were fighting just kind of splits and falls to a lifeless heap before you. And the battle is won. Give me just a second, I'm going to sit down again. Although, I tell you guys, if I find who is lighting these fireworks near my house, I'm going to hit them and I'm not going to stop hitting them.
It's me. It's me.
Oh, I can't be mad at you. Okay.
Tell them roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Uh-oh, the stream broke?
No, I think it's just Rem.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I hope not. Okay.
Yeah.
So, with a fairly short encounter, but intense, you guys managed to fell the enemy before you. And this body just kind of collapses to the ground in, at this point, a couple of slightly burnt pieces. Torn, it smells a little good.
You got like 2 minutes to talk, because I know I'm starving.
Well, hopefully he's out of our heads now. Now the task will be to get out of here and back to Darugo's reach.
Indeed. We should take a quick look around the room to see if there's anything useful or any way to get us out of here.
Good idea.
I agree.
I'm actually gonna stay with the body while they're looking around. Since everybody's looking around, I'm gonna do a quick once over the body and see if there's like anything on his person. Maybe he has something on him that lets them move freely from this space, or just anything that might look useful on the corpse.
Would I roll perception or investigation to look for a way or a tool to give out?
Let's roll investigation. And for Costum, while she's rolling that, let's resolve this. On their person, a lot of it is just too slashed up and blood covered. There's a note. Most of it is illegible at this point from the blood on it, but there's a small bit on there where you can see signed missives. Drop locations and places to inspect, signed by Commander Fritz.
Okay.
But that's not all that you find.
Okay.
That body was pretty mangled. Like, it's you guys did some serious work
in spite of multiple hits to the head, a magical bolt of fire hitting in the head, there is not a scratch on that mask.
I'd like to take the tip of my sword and see if I can pry it from the man's face without touching it.
Actually, you can do that even without a roll. You know, you kind of take the tip of the sword and you're able to. Yeah, you start to like have to wedge it in there.
I mean, he's dead, so.
And
Yeah.
but that's the thing. Like, it's a
Free nose
mask.
job for the corpse. No.
Yeah.
You it's odd that it's sticking this much. And you almost eventually like crowbar with a sickening pop and a clunk 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 of the mask rolling off. You see the face of a man. There's a brand on their forehead of the symbol of that eye. And their eyes are now just whites. The face itself almost sickeningly gaunt.
Alright.
Is he out of your head now, Oriko?
I haven't heard him. I'm cautiously hopeful. What about
Oh, yeah.
you guys?
Sorry, I'll let you guys finish first. My apologies. Where's
Seemed to me like he wasn't as lodged in our heads, if that makes sense. Was yours, maybe? Had a few strange hallucinations, but when I heard him, it was only when all of us could.
I understand what you mean, but I haven't heard any side hauntings. That's the best I can describe them as hauntings.
I don't suppose you know why he has a specific fascination with you.
No, only what he's story told you. Interesting. And then she makes a disgusted face.
Suppose it's something we'll have to ponder on later. Did we find anything in the room?
I didn't really look, so I was kind of just trying to catch my breath here.
Right. You were able to discern among past the pillars, there's kind of like an outline of a door, and there's a bit of an indent, a little area where when you place your hand in, there's actually a lever that can be turned that we're pretty easily able to discern operates the door.
Okay. I found a door, but we're gonna need like a teleportation magic spell or something to get us back, I think. Maybe there's something through here.
I can only hope.
Something that we can. I don't have the abilities to use that kind of magic. It's beyond my scope.
I understand. We'll have to keep our eyes out.
That's the
Our
door.
eyes open.
Oh, what about the door?
Is that the door that I'm pinging?
Let me just go look see. No, it's actually up here. It's not
Oh,
not
okay.
on the map. My apologies.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll go ahead and try to open the door.
Okay. You reach in, and there's a lever in there. You begin feeling around, and there's two levers.
What? Oh gosh. What in the great bird's feathers is this? I don't know what one to pull. There's two levers here, guys. I don't know.
Are they marked? Can you see if there's anything about them that differentiates one from the other?
Can I?
You take a look in. Roll perception for me, or you can choose to take your passive, whichever you prefer.
My passive's pretty good.
Okay. What's
I'll
your
take
passive?
My passive is 16. Not good enough, or
You're able to. There's not any clear There's not too much of an indication, other than you don't see anything that stands out about these. And that's kind of a frustrating moment where you kind of step back and you're like, well, I don't see anything. And then you notice around the room, there's various things kind of written. Old abyssal that you dare not try to read, not after seeing what happened to Oriko. But you notice that there's but there's also like some kind of like carvings, like kind of like a line and some like sort of like decorative line work, the kind of like twirly sort of lines that you would see kind of like in older buildings.
like a filigree.
Yeah, like a filigree. And it's going along, and you can notice that there's like 2 rows of it, one going to the right and one on the bottom going to the left.
Some sort of ornamentation going right and left. I don't know how that... I don't know what to make of it, though. You guys have any ideas?
Oh, the note I found merely mentioned drop locations, and essentially most of it's illegible, but something written from the commander, unfortunately. I don't know that it will help here.
Gotcha. I guess maybe just try to take a chance. I don't see anywhere else we can get out of here.
I'll go ahead and pull the one with the to the left.
Well, they were, my apologies. So they were kind of like
I'm
one on top of, like you reach in, and once
Uh-huh.
you started feeling around, there was one above it as well.
Okay. But the filigree was like
The filigree around the room, the upper one seems to flow in a way to the right, and the bottom one flows to the left.
okay, so I'll pull the bottom one that flows to the left. Is that what I'm gathering out? Are they connected to the levers, or is it just that's what's on the wall?
I don't know, is it?
Oh.
You take the bottom and slowly crank it with loud clicks. Clack. Snaps into place to the left. But nothing happens.
Okay, well that one got us nowhere. Try the other one.
Excellent. So, and just to confirm, what were you doing with the other one?
I don't know, I'm just trying to pull it. It's a lever.
It's like a hand lever that turns.
Okay.
You pull it and nothing happens.
Well, then turn it. Whatever.
All right. So you turn to the right, and as it's kind of snaps into place on the right, with a low rumble, the door opens, going up into the archway that it is affixed in.
Okay.
There we are.
Beyond the door.
Well,
You'll just leave the map when you leave.
Okay.
It's not on the map.
But you can't tell me what I see beyond the door?
It's dark. It's just a hallway. And I'm sorry. I think you were cutting out a little bit there or something, because all I heard you say was, "Well, where's the door?" And I was
No,
like,
I said what's beyond the door.
yeah, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
Yes. So as far as beyond the door, It goes up, and you can kind of see some old stone stairs leading upward. Your field of vision, you can't see very far because it's going at a pretty considerably steep angle, veering upwards. But given the nature of this place, you imagine this probably leads somewhere out of here, considering this place appears to be, for all intents and purposes, pretty deep underground.
Okay, well, this looks like it goes uphill, and that feels like a positive direction to me.
Indeed. The only way is forward.
Yep.
We take our leave.
All right. So, step by step, you begin your ascent up these old stairs, and it's several minutes. You're climbing stairs for a good 5 minutes, maybe 10, before you start seeing a light. And as you draw closer, you find yourselves once again out in the grand yet terrifying expanse of the beyond. Looking around, this is not an area that any of you recognize. You're in a place where far, far off in one direction you can kind of see a mountain range in the hazy distance. Off to the left and kind of around you, you see just like a lot of kind of rolling hills, copses of trees around you, and even where you came out from, you have to kind of pull some brush aside to get out. You see, it's kind of like this entrance is kind of near a small group of stones on a nondescript hillside, hidden by a bunch of brush and shrubbery. But getting out, it's a fairly windy out. You can see a large cloud cover starting to blow in, and just with the way that those dark gray clouds start to sink, you can see rain coming in the distance. But in spite of how bad things seem, your hearts are light in this moment. As you've gotten out of this, you're out in the beyonds, maybe there's a way home.
Marginally better.
Yes, I'll take rain over horrifying images in my head any day.
Stan! Stan!
It's hazy at first, the voice, and then finally it comes in clear.
Carsten! I haven't been able to sense you in so long!
And recognize the voice of Avatar Riala.
Yes, the stone in my pack.
And once again, you feel that connection to Darugo. Faint from here, but not completely cut off like it was when you were underground.
Perfect. I'll dig out my little Darugo stone from my pack quickly and hold it in my hand and focus. Avatar Riola.
Goodness, what happened, Carsten? I and Lord Daruga, we couldn't sense you. Where are you?
And yes, Torin, you also hear, Torin! Why aren't you talking to me? Torin!
Ah,
Why have you been
shit.
ignoring me?
Oh. Oh, God. Well,
But, so that's kind of happening concurrently.
Goodness, what happened? Are you safe? Where are you?
It's sort of a long story, but given the circumstances of our situation, I think we have a moment to sit down and talk. He kind of looks around. Is there like a large grouping of like trees or something we can like
Thicket.
something
Yes.
we can like get out of the rain a little bit from? Just to
There
kind of-
absolutely is. Kind of looking off a little to the left, just over a small grassy hill, there appears to be a nice thicket of trees that you, just at a cursory glance, feel would provide ample coverage from some of the impending rainfall.
All right. So as he's talking to Avatar Riala and notices that that location, he kind of waves everybody along as he starts to walk that direction. It's I'm not sure how to explain it. We were doing an investigation into Lord Barrows. he's trying to judge how long he's been gone. A few hours, maybe.
At this point,
Reasonably.
you could reasonably deduce. Go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
Alrighty. That's not bad, actually, considering I have nothing into survival, so just a flat 17.
Okay. You're not certain. You feel like, given the amount of time that you've been down there, a good number of hours, probably part of a day, but
Yeah.
Still same day. You're pretty sure.
Sure. I'm guessing, just by the weather outside, a few hours earlier today, and we had spoken with him for a short while regarding some of what we were investigating for the situation around the city, and were sort of led to a clue to a garden shed behind his home. At least I think that's what it was. Garden shed?
Yeah.
Or,
Well, wine cellar.
or wine cellar, that's what it is. A wine cellar behind his home in the gardens on the grounds of his estate. And we made our way down there, and I can't say that it's the same, but some sort of magical teleportation brought us to a location off of Darugo and into some ancient ruins we're unfamiliar with. And we've been spending the better part of a day fighting Hyposians and some other unsavory sort to get ourselves out of there. It's been quite the ordeal. I didn't realize that it put us so far out of touch. Something about it must have blocked the energies.
Potions, you say? And some teleportation magic. I'll send some of the wind singers and the guards to go and investigate that immediately. You're all right?
We came out a little worse for wear, but we are all right nonetheless.
Alright. I'll try to focus in on your location and stay safe. Protect yourself from the elements, and I will guide Lord Darugo to your location.
Thank you, Avatariala. We'll bunker down here and remain hidden as well as we can.
Be there as soon as we can, young Costin. Stay safe.
Thank you. And he puts the stone back into his pack. Looks to the
So-
group.
Oh, sorry.
Riala is going to try and pinpoint our location and try to get us back home. In the meantime, we just need to sit tight and hope that nothing runs afoul upon our location. Indeed.
That's a very tall
Agreed.
order given my track record.
Well, we don't have any Kukakutas here for you to kill, so...
Right, yeah. No more. You can't scare them with this storm. There's none here to scare.
You know, that's a... you do have the spirit of a Kukakuda, and there's plenty of magic that can hurt that.
Oh,
What?
God. Just shut your dirty mouth.
Well, I'm proud of you, Costin. I thought he was just talking to a rock, but okay, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Torin.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, feel free to talk to rocks as much as you like. I'm sure it'll help.
Picks him up.
Torin!
What?
Torin, why are you speaking to a rock, and why have you been ignoring me?
He was ignoring me first, and I was trying to talk to you back in that cave.
What? No! I wasn't ignoring you. There was some foul magic afoot. It cut off my legendary voice.
Oh.
It's an illustrious voice. It took me over 700 years to perfect it.
Oh, well, that's great. That's great. Well, I'm trying
I
to
once
I'm trying to
learned
talk to
way
my
back
singer.
in the First Age. I was taught by Matthias Mercier.
Costin,
Wow.
do you hear this, Costin?
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Way to sneak that in there. For someone who doesn't want him in his campaign, there he is.
Consider that my slap with the glove, Matt Mercer. But, oh, no, sorry. Please go ahead.
So can we consider this a short rest?
Shortly. So, you guys come into view. There's a large group of trees here, a fairly thick canopy that you're thankful for in the moments that pass because the clouds begin to roll in, and you can start to feel the steady trickle of rain coming down. But as you're just nearing the trees, you can hear rolling thunder in the skies, and you all kind of get unpacked.
So I have a feature, a class thing, so that I can create a dry bubble, 20 feet radius sphere centered on me.
Excellent.
So everyone stay close and I can keep us dry until we find some shelter that's more sufficient.
Excellent.
Thank you, Shia.
No problem.
That's why you always keep a spellcaster with you, Tor.
So, quick question: is Orko and Costin still like huge?
No,
No,
I think we're
That's
on
one
for a
of this
minute.
one-off.
Oh, okay.
They just happened to do it in a moment where we were right between fights, so it stuck around for a bit.
Gotcha.
But especially with the helpful bubble of magic that is conjured by Shael, you guys are able to safely and dryly make your way into the thicket of trees and sit down and prepare for a rest. As once more surrounded by nature, your hearts feel much more at ease, knowing that Avatar Rialda is sending Darugo to bring you back to the safety of the walls of your home. And you look around, and though the beyond is unsettling after what you've been through, it's a welcome sight in comparison to the halls of Markoth.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
And you guys settle in, beginning a long rest as you guys wait for the Avatar and Darugo to arrive. Didn't think it was that easy, did you, Oriko? Don't worry. I have no intention of remaining around too long. There are more pressing things to do. Oh, you'll see in time, I assure you. Oh, I'll be out very soon. But I figured I owed you a fond farewell after everything we've been through together.
Not needed.
We'll meet again.
Hopefully not.
That lingering feeling, the voice fades, and you feel for the first time completely cut off from this other entity. As you all begin to relax and settle in and take a short rest. Let's go ahead and, shall we take 5 real quick, everybody?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Do it. I need snacks.
Excellent. We will be right back, everybody. Please enjoy some of the amazing artwork that we have made and have had commissioned to the stream while we play the wonderful theme.
Did you add the new official Costin art to the art slideshow?
No.
How dare you?
Wow.
But I did add it to the credits with her contact info.
Okay, well,
I made sure to do that because I was like, that's very
that's
important.
the important part,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we will be right back, everybody.
Let you guys know this is our theme song. Tastes so good.
Yeah, it does.
Better than having these here. That's like a fireball too.
So you do stream it?
Yeah.
Do you stream it on TikTok?
On TikTok, and I also have my stream live on too.
Cool. No.
I hope you all enjoy the D&D so far. And awesome, thank you so much for a like. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, we're taking a quick break here, and we'll be right back, everyone. And awesome, and thank you for the like. I greatly appreciate it.
All right. We'll be back in just a few seconds here. Give everybody a chance to settle in, snack a little bit. Katie with her invisible chips.
Spellcaster, after all.
That's true.
Or kind of close to try it.
How did you do this?
Conjure snacks should be a cantrip.
Yes.
Dude, if there was something, I think if I were to ever honestly have like spells from D&D, I would want the most mundane shit. Like I'd want like mend. I would want like create food and water. I would want
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation, Philia's bullshit manner. I still don't actually know the name of that spell. Was it Mordenkainen's Magnificent
Mordenkainen's
Manor?
Magnificent Manor or Mansion or something like that. I
Yeah.
think that's what. I'm gonna look it up.
But that's such a stupid spell. It just like gives you a mansion. You have like you
Yeah.
go through like a door that only people you've
Magnificent
welcomed go
mansion.
through. Yeah, love that spell. Okay.
Well, you'll be happy to know Shael can't get it because it's for bards and wizards only.
Great, that means Reginald's going to get it. Okay. Everybody feeling good, settled in, and ready to continue?
Indeed.
Excellent. So, I'm just going to go ahead and I'll kind of move you guys to just a general map. Yes. So, you can roll
You can
your
roll
hit die. I'll just bring you guys out. Let's see. All right, yeah, and yeah, go ahead and just take a moment and roll any hit die that you would like. Make sure to replenish any class resources such as bardic inspiration, or I think action surge comes back on a short rest.
Yep.
I think sorcery points, however, are tied to long rest, and I think you get one or two things costing that I think come back to the short rest as well.
I do. I've already reached that one.
Beautiful. All right. Unless you're a warlock, no. Warlock's the only one that gets them on a short rest because they get absolute dick for spell slots. Like I think they have less spell slots than you do, and they're a full caster. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it's warlock, but short rest, you get them back. So. So you guys are just getting a chance to kind of set up base. How are you guys doing this? What exactly are you guys doing in that thicket of trees?
So my ability doesn't say how long I can hold that up.
What's it called? Let me look it up.
Storm Guide. Just says at 6th level you gain the ability to subtly control weather around you. If it's raining, you can use action. Cause the rain to stop falling, 20-foot radius around you. You can end this effect as a bonus action. So it just goes until I'm done.
You gain the ability to subtly control. If it's raining, you can use an action to cause it to stop falling in a 20-foot radius. And it is a bonus action. You just get that.
Cool, so we stay dry.
Yeah.
So
That's
even as
frickin'
we're
handy.
under the thicket of trees where there would normally be little drips, we still stay dry.
Nice. Take it.
And you're kind of like, there's moments where like the wind, like you can see little bits of wind whipping through the thickets, but as you can kind of see out there, and the grass and the reeds blowing wildly as the winds begin to pick up, you are thankful for the cover and Shael's abilities, especially in these moments. Are you guys like setting up a camp? You have kind of an indeterminate amount of time before Riala shows up. I mean, at this point, your guess is as good as anybody's, like, where you got teleported to.
Yeah. I agree. We have no idea how long we're going to be waiting here, and we should at least have a place we can return to if we need to venture out for supplies or food or whatnot. Very well. I'll begin setting up the tents.
I'll help with the tent.
Can I have a group survival check, please? And don't forget any inspiration and stuff that you would like to put in as you do that.
I'm gonna use inspiration. Mouse, where's my mouse? There it is. 13.
All right, you guys succeed. Torn, what are you doing with all this?
Torin's gonna go with Orko just to kind of like double team, make sure no one's alone. Like,
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Good idea.
So the party's split. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oriko and Torn. You guys are going out and you're just trying to like find bits of kindling or like some fallen branches, stuff that makes pretty like easy to set up firewood. Thankfully the rains haven't been going too long, and while everything's pretty damp, nothing's like completely soaked. You guys are going through this thickets, kind of wading through like slick, wet grass, and just kind of combing over hills and moving through ferns. And can I get both of you guys' passive perception? And Torn.
it's 11.
11. See you in that moment. Just as the winds die down, very bottom of the hill, you see rustling in the bushes, and a shape seems to dart out from behind and kind of gets behind like a rocky outcropping about 50 to 60 feet away from you.
Orko stops what she's doing and gets absolutely still, like, as if she's hunting, and then whispers to Thor,
Yes, there's tree.
Okay.
She'll take it and she'll give a little nod of thanks.
And he puts his hands in his pockets, and like you see like the hand goes on his shoulder, and he nervously like looks up, and Dad's just and he
Hello, Speed Sean.
pulls out another ration.
Nice.
And she'll just kind of nod and laugh as she's watching this scene play out, and then give them kind of like a bow of respect and thanks and understanding.
Kunda just kind of gives a nod. Like you see, he's like looking around, but he clearly doesn't know how to communicate with you. So he just like,
Yes, sleeping. Can I roll an insight to try to figure out what the fuck that
absolutely, yeah.
was?
Oh, completely. He appears to be like gesturing like, we're over there.
Okay. Okay, good. I don't know how to gesture anything. She'll just kind of like do like a motion to be like, okay, stay together, and she'll look at the Robon and she'll say, no running. Don't run off again.
Just immediately like watching it. And like, Dad's like, nods at you guys.
She laughs and she kind of nods, and she'll say, and then she'll just kind of, I don't know, wave to like say goodnight.
and you can kind of see like Dela just kind of like smiles watching this whole thing, and like kind of like gives a wave of like good night, and they kind of proceed back out into the dark. As far as the rest of the nights,
And she'll kind of look at Torin and she'll say, nice to see the teenagers are just completely inconvenienced by everything in all cultures.
The universal language of
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
universal language of angst.
That's right, that little shit.
excellent, excellent.
I'm glad he's not running around without his parents. I don't know. I don't think he could escape an owl bear as well as you did.
Yes.
Yeah, I escaped.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right, the Albert that I totally escaped from.
Survived.
Out there that I was able to.
I meant escaped as in survived, not as in got away scot-free. Like.
No, I like escape better. I mean, thank you. That's right, I escaped. Hands on his
Well,
hips.
I'm glad. I'm glad for it. This journey wouldn't be as fun without you.
Thank you. Same for you. And the other two also. We've been through a lot lately.
Absolutely, we have. Can't wait to get back to the city.
Yeah, true. Because I am hungry. I am so hungry. I'm so thirsty.
Well, we just got a bunch of rations back if you want to dig in.
I'll take some. I'm going to leave the rest for everyone else too.
Vern's like, I'm so hungry, chewing on a stick.
They're just like, oh, well, we've got some rations here. Torrance suddenly pulls this like cloth off of his arm, ties like a bandana around his head. Let's see what we have in these rations. Fuck, it's just lambus bread.
Can't cook
I
it
can't do
anymore.
anything with that. Well, the rest of your shift goes pretty much without incident. And real quick, I just got to give a shout out here to holy shit!
Oh my god!
Italy.
Whoa! Whoa! Someone's wow.
Fucking dude! Oh my
Wow.
god!
You're
Thank
spoiling
you
us,
so
Rotten.
much. Oh my god, man! I just.
We appreciate you.
I
Dang.
think somehow, even though like you, I think yeah, okay, there we go. I didn't have a chance to pop back in and follow you last time that I mentioned, but oh my god, dude, thank you so much. Wow, dude, wow. Hot dog,
Thank
dude,
you.
yes, dude. Cheers to you so much. Oh my god, thank you so much. My mysterious benefactor. Well, I am very happy to receive this forwarding of good vibes and good blessings, and I will be sure to forward it along as well. Dude, cheers, Dan. Thank you again so much for that. Oh man.
My invisible LaCroix. No.
Ah! Invisible food!
Oh no, the LaCroix is invisible. You know why, right? Because within this house, LaCroix are invisible.
You know, Nick, now's probably a good time to have a word from our sponsor.
Let me give Game Like Lucky another shout out here real quick because it got lost before that. But yeah, guys, dude, friends, go check out this generous, beautiful soul, y'all. Go on, take a moment, click that link,
I know.
Click it.
give them a follow.
Link.
So, well, dude, I am extremely happy to have you here. Thank you again so much. I hope that you have an amazing night. And now with that, I think it is a good time for a word from our sponsor. You know, the other day I was walking out in the redwoods, and it was a beautiful sight. A sight that was marred as I tripped over a root from a tree and fell and just slammed into some rocks. Now that was a really painful and honestly embarrassing experience. And if you would like to experience that level of shame and pain all the time, check out Raid Shadow Legends. Enter promo code Endless Shame to unlock a new champion today. Shame title.
Hello, Skinny Sean, how you
On
doing?
that one. Oh my. Yes, a very recurring joke here on this channel is that I make the most ridiculous ads for Raid Shadow Legends, and my only hope is that one day they give me a cease and desist letter. Like, that's my barometer for success as a streamer. It's not going to be follower count or anything like that. It's like, when does Raid Shadow Legends tell me knock it the fuck off?
Cut your bullshit, Nick Bear.
Like, I've had it with you, you son of a bitch. You know, we might look at they're like, you know, we kind of like this.
Like, all publicity is good publicity. We'll send you a PR box.
Sponsor you.
Play it on your stream.
Great for
Hey,
all
this stream,
psychos.
Raid Shadow Legends, great for all psychos. I'm going to use that at some point.
Good times.
Okay.
Okay, how long are
Thanks,
the
Russ.
watch shifts? Getting back to
About 4 hours.
wobbling
Yeah.
the computer all over the place.
Yeah, 4-hour shift.
Okay.
Austin and Oriko. Each of you have, it's kind of an uncomfortable and rather restless night's shift of sleep, rather. Oriko, your mind heavy with the events of today, the knowledge of having been possessed by Markoth for some while. Papa, oh shit. Why did I read that with narration? Oh no, I'm totally derailed now. One second.
Well, I was gonna
Shame
say
pain.
if
Okay.
if they're four, is it like 3 4-hour shifts, or how does it work so that everyone gets 8 hours?
How does it work? It's up to you
I mean-
guys.
Torn can tag out and go to bed, and I'll
Yeah, but
stay up
Frank,
with
how you doing?
Shael since she doesn't really sleep anyways, and then
Yeah.
that way Oriko can get all the sleep.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is Oriko could just sleep through, and then Shael will eventually just hang out. And if it's 3 4 hours, then so that everyone can swap out and get a full rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oriko's so lucky to have you guys.
Shael can just swap in for the third 4 hours or swap out and then go meditate.
Okay. So as you guys, the night goes without incident. Oriko, your mind weighs heavily on the events of the day. You have a bit of a troubled dream of being back in Darugo's Reach. You're walking through those familiar streets, the same buildings that you would see every day, back when you were primarily with the Scouts. Those parts of the town that you know so familiar, like the back of your hand. And there's a comfort, a warmth in those moments, in that dream. And you hear your friends call out to you. Oriko! Over here! Austin and the others. Just like it was. That feeling, that relaxation washes over you in this dream. Feeling of that sort of lucidity, of maybe all that bad, all of that pain that I remember. Maybe all that was the dream. Because being there with everyone, seeing your home, feeling that safety, it felt so real. It was like you weren't dreaming at all. clear blue sky overhead, the call of the birds out in the trees, the feeling of the fresh air and the wind on your skin. Home. Pleasant thoughts. A beautiful place, isn't it? You look around. It's all still the same, but there's a feeling. A lingering thought and emotion, formless. You can't put it into words, but something is off. Something feels wrong. Even the people of Vocathria thought they too were safe. You look over. Your friend's gone. There he floats in front of you. Markov. In the blink of an eye, the buildings you've always known, wreathed in fire. Death, decay, all around you. You awaken with a start. But as you awaken, that feeling, it wasn't possession. There was no connection. You've been through plenty enough. That feeling, your heart beating so fast, thundering like a drum in your chest. The cold sweat when you awaken. It was like those weeks after the Sunless Siege. It's said that our experiences shape us. But this was not a comfortable one.
After waking up with her heart pounding, she could hear it in her ears and just kind of has a bit of a cold sweat and just kind of sits up and like looks over. Is it Austin and Shile right now?
Yeah, we'd be out on watch and Torin would be in the tent with you.
Looks over and sees Torin and she doesn't feel like she can sleep anymore. So she's gonna go outside of the tent and like, hey, I can take a shift now. Thank you so much for letting me rest.
Needed it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Alright then.
Thank you.
Of course. Austin he gets up from sitting down on the ground, his back's a little bit stiff. It's been pretty uneventful for the most part. Just keep the fire going, and I believe everything will be alright. I'm gonna go lay down. Good night, too.
I need to meditate, but I can stay out here with you while I do it. I'll just kind of zone out for a few hours.
Yeah.
But I'll be here.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. I'm gonna just make sure the fire's good and strong. Stays going.
Yeah, so Shia will pull her bedroll out, like, next to Oriko, outside of the tent, and just kind of get cozy and go into a zen. She'll offer, before she goes into her meditation, she'll look at Oriko, she'll say, and she'll, like, offer her hand. She's like, if you need to, you can just hang on to me, or shake me awake if you need anything.
Thank you, Cheryl. I'll let you know.
Anytime.
Have a good meditation.
Sure.
what it is exactly.
Kind of like a brain nap. But yeah, so she'll go into her meditation and just kind of like focus on the well of dorm powers that are within her. And give
That's
them
right.
the opportunity to like come back, charge up.
You totally pull a Ravi and communicate with the Stormfather.
Yeah. Very cool.
That's right. We're getting crazy here. We're just gonna start doing crossover madness.
Indeed.
The rest of the
Sarah
night
J.
goes.
Maas write this campaign?
So the rest of the night goes without incidents. Oriko, the storm kind of breaks overhead, clearing into a fairly nice spring morning. The rainwater has everything like damp and dewy in the morning, and there's that like really like heavy scent on the air of like fresh rain that you get after a nice storm. It's almost kind of pleasant as the clouds part, bars of sunlight cascading down from the canopy above. The morning quiet, except for the breathing of your friends, the kind of occasional rolling and readjusting, the snoring of Torin, and the singing of the birds. Eventually everybody wakes up. And you guys begin your preparation for the day. What exactly are you going to do?
Alright, Torin, you're on breakfast duty.
Don't worry. I got something already prepared.
Oh Lord.
As Torin looks around like, yeah.
Oh, those birds are dead.
So yeah, Torin's gonna go scout for some birds because it looks like an easy prey, easy kill.
Alright, please roll a survival check to see how many birds you're able to secure.
Inspo. Okay, there we go. Hopefully.
Unfortunately, you're not able to find any birds. You kind of spend a little while hunting around. You can notice some birds, and you try to kind of get the best of them, and just
Find their eggs though.
you're kind of climbing. You're kind of like climbing this tree, and you try to get to some birds, and you end up kind of falling. And fortunately, it's not from very high, so you don't take any damage. But then you kind of like slide down this hill on the damp grass, and you kind of come in at the bottom of this like a small little gulch, and just beside the small pond, you notice a bunch of frogs.
Alright, well, Torin's gonna go for the frogs.
And you're able to secure plenty of frogs. Oh, go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
It's the homicide arena.
Ah!
So you're able to score about roughly a pound worth of like frogs.
It's something.
But looking around, you also notice some wild. There's like another section where there's some like they call it gilt leaf. It's like a form of wild cabbage that you've seen sold in a couple of stores, and you feel pretty sure that that's what it is, given your previous survival check. And you take some of that, and you've got some other stuff, and you're able to dig up some kind of roots that look similar to carrots, but not quite. And you are able to scrounge up enough kind of roots and vegetables to go along with this that you're relatively sure that you can at least feed everybody.
Alright, so Torin's gonna be doing that. We're back
All right,
on,
so
yeah.
Torin, how are you gonna cook up these frogs?
So Torin's style, he's gonna be like, yeah, you know what? He's gonna take like a good handful and like a big old rock that's like heated right by the fire, and he's gonna put like just grab a handful and just kind of like hold him down because he has no pants. He has no pants or nothing. So it's like, don't worry, guys, I'll get us fed. Hold on. And then after a while, then he'll just grab one of his axes and kind of like lay it on top of them. And then he's like, okay, he's all on to the next thing. And then he's gonna start like dicing up the vegetables and stuff and kind of like getting everything all ready and stuff. And
Austin like pushes his glasses up and like pinches the bridge of his nose with his hand up.
then Torin's gotta look over at Costin and go, son, come here. I'm gonna show you how to cook.
I mean,
As his father
Nope.
at that time. Later on, we'll talk about the birds and bees.
Everybody, this is peak fucking D&D right now. This is... I'm going to hold fucking frogs down on this hot rock and burn them to death.
Austin just. I'll wait to see until you're done. I'll let the master.
Oh no, come up a spot by Dad here. I'll show you how. Come on, don't be shy.
No,
Those
Torin.
frogs aren't gonna bite you. Come on,
I'm going to.
those frogs are dead. Come on.
I'm gonna go relieve myself. I'll be back. In a few minutes.
Wait, son, I'll go with you.
No! Don't hold my hand again, please.
They do like the hold hands and squat to take a dump, like
Whoa.
they're both
Whoa.
squatting.
Costin, can you relieve yourself a little bit later? I'm trying to cook right now. I can't go with you.
Shakes his head and walks away.
Run a D&D game, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Yeah.
You're not
So
having
good.
fun? This is amazing.
Yeah. Now we're having a good time.
Oh my god, that was so hilarious.
Then Costin will return a few minutes later.
Actually, Costin, it's
Yeah.
you nature calls. You answer, and you're kind of on your way back up, and you notice the 3 Hyposians again.
Where? How far?
It seems like they're kind of coming back to the camp, and they seem to be rustling through a pack, and they kind of engaged in conversation.
I'm gonna let out a whistle, a high-pitched whistle, and kind of put my hand in the air and wave at them.
While
They-
relieving yourself?
No.
This is after.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, guys, come on over.
Dick out.
Push his hands, he had to like lick them.
It's more than his hand waving.
This is called medieval hygiene right here.
This is not, I am not totem, okay?
Oh god. You kind of wave them over, and they approach. As they kind of get they look around a little, point in the other direction, as they realize what you've just done here.
Just start walking away.
Yeah, and walk back towards camp.
And
Shakes his head.
as they walk back towards camp, you kind of see them like they're in kind of a discussion for a few moments. Again, speaking in that foreign tongue that you just don't particularly understand, but they seem. And Dayla kind of looks up and is kind of speaking for a moment, and Kunda nods a bit, holds his hand out, and She rustles through and hands him a gem. He walks over. Olach. And he offers it over.
Does it look like an Empyrean gem?
It absolutely does.
So at that, Costin, he puts a finger up, and he pulls his pack back out and rummages through it for a moment and produces a gem of his own. Hmm?
Oh,
Hmm.
And he like looks back. Karisha Kalaka Agason Krishan Shail Torin. You can kind of like quickly and easily discern that he's trying to like, who are the two names that we know? Shael Torin
Costin.
Unda
Unda.
Austin.
And he reaches a hand out.
Kore Galahas Magia.
Yes. I'm gonna roll an insight to kind of understand, but I feel like the word magia kind of gives it away.
Yeah.
19 plus, where's my insight? Plus 3, so 22.
You're pretty sure he's telling you it's magic. Use it.
Yeah. And so, I was trying to go back to my, our loot bag here. Okay. So he'll take it, and can I discern, maybe at a glance or like from experience, what this gem might be or what it may do? Because I don't want to like use it and like hurt anybody.
Yeah. Taking a look at it, you can kind of see. Granted, Empyrean gems are from an age long past, so much is a little bit worn. But the way that the runes are inscribed, you're pretty sure it doesn't appear to be any kind of an offensive spell.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like turn like sort of away from them and like maybe point it at the ground and just try to use it and like see what happens.
Okay. So you begin to kind of like focus in, really concentrating on the gem, and you begin to channel and draw out the magic from it, and a feeling washes over you. That should be a bit easier, friend.
But he stares in disbelief, first at the gem and then the Hypogeans. I was unaware that a gem like this existed. The shock on his face, like, gives it away.
Apologies, friend. Costin. You should be able to understand our tongue now, but I fear that I still cannot understand you. Mayhap, through some creativity, we might communicate. But we'd found this on our travels. Some distance from here, a ruin of ages past. Perchance we thought it would make it easier to communicate.
He nods in affirmation, and then he thinks about it for a second, and he like points to the gem, and then points to you, and then like, can you not use the gem? And he hands it back.
I fear there's but one charge per daily use. allow me to ask, Dela. I may be mistaken. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this to chance here.
Alrighty. Chance it is.
She steps forward. No, husband. It has 4 charges. Men, right? She kind of
He laughs like nervously.
Use it. Okay. Yes. Just vote. Yes. Of course you can. He kind of focuses for a bit. I think that it worked. Yes, it looks like it did. Be sure to pack that away. Don't lose it. All right? Of course. Thank you.
So
Very affectionately pats him on the shoulder and he. Anyway.
You can understand me now?
Clear as day.
This is amazing. I was trying to say before, we have a lot of experience using these gems, but never have we used one that's translated languages before.
Aye, 'tis a spell that grants one the ability to understand tongues that they would not understand otherwise.
I can see this. This is absolutely fascinating. I have to admit though, have you ever met anyone like me and my companions before today?
I glances back to the others, and the teenagers just kind of moping for business. Yeah, I've seen a few. We've had encounters. Let's just say that things aren't always friendly between your people and ours, to say the least.
That's what I was afraid of. It's the same for us. Any of your kind that we've met in the past have immediately been hostile, and we've had to defend ourselves. So...
Ah, the ones with the spark, yes.
The spark? I don't understand.
Aye, the spark. 'Tis what causes those unnatural transformations that they do. First it takes the mind, then it changes the body.
This is not a natural occurrence among your people?
At that, Dela steps forward. Oh, no. Not all bear the spark. It affects some, many even, but not all. Even we fear those that carry the spark.
He just stands there dumbfounded for a moment. Come, back to our camp. I have to let my companions know. We have to discuss this further. This is incredible. I feel like this is something we might be able to capitalize on between our people.
If you would have us back, then yes, I'll join you.
Of course. Please, come. And he quickly walks back to the camp, bringing them with him.
And ere long, the rest of you are just kind of making your morning preparations as Costin emerges back with the Hypogeans from yesterday.
Oh, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good
We need to speak. Please, everyone, sit down. And he gestures to the Hypogeans to kind of sit on one side, and I'll have me and the rest of the group kind of sit on another so we can kind of speak back and forth.
Of course. Yes, we'll sit over.
Can we We can't understand
You
them
guys
now.
can't.
No, just Costin, so he'll have to translate
Robon,
everything.
stop being rude and have a seat.
Fine.
Um,
And like kicks a rock and sits down.
okay, so, first of all, and he kind of looks to Shio and Torin and Origo. They have something incredible in their possession. An Empyrean gem that lets individuals translate languages they don't understand. Yes. No. I've just used it myself, and we can communicate perfectly.
Amazing.
In a
Hi,
sense.
and I can understand all of them as well.
Yes, they used the gem, and they understand our speech, but I was the only one using the gem, so I'll translate for them. First of all, what do you guys think? This is incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Torrent's eating frogs.
Is that one all right?
He
Frog
eats
leg
everything.
hanging out.
He eats everything. Don't worry, that's his natural state.
Austin, I'm sorry, I have so many questions. How are they normal? Like, why are they different from the other ones? Why are they all the way out here?
Something to do with... They call it a spark. And it... Something that happens inside of them that affects their minds and bodies that's... occurs randomly. I guess. Not all of them are affected by this affliction.
The spark. What do you mean by the spark?
That's just the name.
Some kind of disease?
He looks
Artis-
to them.
It is something that has affected us for very long.
Is it a disease? Is it contagious? How does it affect you? How does this work? I don't understand. Is it magical in nature?
He looks to the others, and Dela kind of smiles at him a bit, giving him a sort of reassuring look. Raban, it just kind of like gives a dejected sigh. Aye. You've done right by me and mine. I suppose it's only right that, mayhap by sharing and learning more about one another, that we can build a mutual understanding. And that's where I'm going to end tonight's session.
Communicating with the hypogeans, that was... Communicating with the hypogeans, that was just brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm about to give mine to Shael because I love the way that she does her spells and how she explains it so much in detail. That is so awesome.
Thank you. I'm gonna give mine to Orko. Your reactions to whenever you hear Marco. I mean, honestly, it's more like Kim, but also Orko. I can feel you being so in character whenever you hear his voice. And I like commented in Discord. I was like, dude, her whole face just like drops.
Every time.
You're so in it. I love it.
Every time.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm gonna give mine to Oriko for the same reason. Like, your reactions to Marcos are just, they're on point. Like, it really sells Oriko, the character's, like, reaction to this individual. It's great.
Thank you.
Wait, is it 200 or 250?
350.
Oh. I'm shorted myself.
Oh, don't do that.
I think that's all of us if you're ready to give us experience.
All right. So, I'm gonna give you guys each 1,700 experience for tonight. You guys did an excellent job. That was really awesome.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And let's give it just a second here. The wonderful fans and community that have joined us tonight. Again, thank you very much, everybody, for coming out. You guys take a moment. Vote for who you, our wonderful fans here who are viewing, our viewers, vote for who you would like to receive an additional 250.
Yeah, a big shout out to everyone. This has
Yeah.
been an amazing night of
Great
activity
stream.
for everybody.
Yes.
Thank
yes,
you
We've
very
got a
much,
lot of
everybody.
really generous folks coming through between
Indeed.
Really, truly heartfelt. I appreciate it very much.
raiding and the hype trains, and yeah, it was dope.
Yes, it's it's you guys, my players and my community that make it special to run this, and just always make it amazing to come out here every time.
Agreed.
All right, and polls are closing.
Angle
Austin,
it more towards yourself.
Oh,
There you go.
There we go.
Yay!
Thank you.
Alright, Austin.
A frog made
Hell
by
yeah.
Torrance.
Huzzah!
Excellent. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to run some credits because it is 2022. Art theft is bullshit. So everything that you have seen here tonight on the stream, tokens, assets, this art is all stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna hold on to that. Gonna hold on to that with D4.
Nope.
Yeah, I am. Fuck you. But all of the art here, we either own or have permission to use. Ooh, a full one from me. Excellent. Finally, somebody's thinking about me here. And all of our Katie also posted the links, and I've got most of them in the credits. I'm still trying to keep up with it.
I tried
But-
some new playlists tonight. I've searched on Spotify some Twitch-friendly playlists.
Yeah, we
Ooh.
absolutely make it a point to credit our assets and to make sure that we're using stuff that is okay, like royalty-free stuff. And then, of course, there's a user license clause for stuff from Wizards of the Coast, which I abuse because all the stuff from the Monster Manual makes for great tokens. Let's go ahead. We'll hit some credits and get this going. But thanks again for joining us tonight, everybody. I'm gonna turn on the credits and tell you what.
What?
Hit it, Katie.